EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, Reliance Stadium in Houston. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Stroud now to throw.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 45-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Texans 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. This goes out wide from Mixon.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Stroud down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving them a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. Short completion, just 4 yards.
And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as they get this up to about the 42.
7-yard gain. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Now Stroud.
41-yard line.
That is caught by Dell.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Stroud now.
7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. They're going to look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
It's complete to Dell.
Well, he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that will not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Second down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here we go. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
.49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Stroud will run the option left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel it one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does. For good yardage.
Man, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Bengals.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Henry To'o there on the tackle. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Chase Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2nd down and 4. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Collins complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Another one caught by Collins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
At the 27-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down the line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the... And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after he run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line.
Dexter Lawrence. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Fights through, and now a crease. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 67 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Connecting with Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Burrow. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw, Burrow. That'll be caught by Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyreek Hill with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And now the kick is blocked. Now it's scooped. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, in baseball, they always say you see something new every time you come to the park, and this is a new one for me as the score changes hands again in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and think about it this way. If you're going to baseball and you're saying you're seeing something new every time, just go ahead and say the same thing about football. Every time you think you've seen it all, you haven't.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now Stroud.
At the 31-yard line.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
Mixing up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here's 1st down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle by Brian Cook. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Texans are going to win the football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Texans, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.